everyone, hi, I am Connor, back here with another YouTube videos. Today we are gonna I'm gonna show you guys how to fix the traxxas slash slipper clutch. As you see right now, this slash is in two parts. One part back here, and then the other part right here. But have you seen in the future? You know how when you're going really fast with this really fast battery, you have a tendency to ruin your slipper clutch like this. So I'm going to show you guys how to take apart and reassemble this traxxas slipper clutch for the traxxas slash 4x4. But have you seen, I have already took off this little piece right up here, which is this thing that bites into the drive shaft right over there. But as you see right now, we need to start getting going so I can show you guys this amazing RC. So now I am going to start this process somehow. So I am basically going to take this screwdriver that came with your traxxas RC car. So you're gonna take off this nut like this. And then you should get close to the finish, and then it should just pop off. As in the future, if you have bought in a new clutch and if you have a spring that comes with it, do not use that spring. Because when I used it, I couldn't get it. It got stuck on there because it was way too tight. So I still have the factory spring, which is loose, so you can slip. So then, when your RC car goes to drive and it needs to slip, that can move. But with the new one, it just stays there and you can't move it. You do not want that. Got it? Okay. And then there's this little cap thingy on here. When you put this thing together, always have this little part facing down. Okay, so now, I almost forgot. There is also a little itty bitty bearing inside the slipper or spur gear. So you will want to probably take that out unless you bought a new one and you are changing that. But as you can see, my brake pads are pretty much broken, but they still work for right now. So then you see this little bearing in there? Pop that out. Keep this bearing unless you bought a new one and are replacing it. And then there's going to be this little thingy that's your little brake pad. Okay? Then you have this little end piece. And then this piece right here is where your brake pads go on. Oops. So you will basically just leave those on. So now, I've gotten this part off. This is junk now. We don't need that. So, now I need a new one. I have one. Yep, I do have one. As you can see, I have spur gears in stock for right now. But when you're racing these cars or like these slashes around, you most likely want to have an extra spur gear just in case, because they will break eventually at high speeds, like mine. And also a suggestion is probably to run maybe a 2-cell lipo instead of a 3-cell, because if you don't want your car to break as much, you can run a 2-cell lipo. I'm running one of this kind of 2-cell lipo. I don't know what it is, but I'm running this kind of 2-cell lipo right now. I haven't broke it, but I also use that 2-cell lipo on my traxxas Stampede 4x4. So, and you won't break as much. And if you're parents and you're a kid and you wanted an RC car for Christmas and your parents don't want you to spend millions of dollars on RC cars, you most likely want to buy a 2-cell lipo battery. And you can ask, when you go to RC car stores, you can ask the people about, RC car people about it, and they'll tell you more about it. Okay, so we've gotten this new spur gear. So, now we're going to put this bearing in. That bearing that we had, we're going to put this bearing back in. Like so. Okay, so you've gotten the bearing back in. Yay! Okay, so now you take this little piece, slide them into these little things so it stays like that. And then you take your brake disc, this thing with your brakes, sorry about that, and then you have it like that. Sorry, I'm trying not to, what's it called? Oh, never mind, that was actually wrong. Sorry about that, guys. You take your brake disc and you take them like this. So you see how now it's like a brake? So, yeah. Take it like that. Now you basically take this spur gear, slide it in there, okay, so, and then you have these 3 little bolts, 3 of them. You slide them into that little hole. Yep, you slide them into these holes. Get them threaded in there first before screwing them in. Or taking your screwdriver or drill if you use a drill, but recommended using the Allen wrenches that come with it, or buying these dynamite what's it called? Allen wrenches. You get 4 of them. All the parts all the screwdrivers you'll really need for this car is these 4 screwdrivers. So, okay, let's get that screws back in. Okay, so now you see mine are all tightened in there like so. So now you're gonna take your screwdriver. Yeah, you're going to take your screwdriver. Now you're going to tighten it back in there. And try not to have your brake pads go off path either, because that wouldn't be good. Now you take that cone piece, now you slip it on right there. So now your slipper clutch should look like this. Right? Okay, now you take that spring and now you slip it, just slip it, if it can loosely just slide down on that shaft, that means you're good. A-okay. Now you take the little bolt and basically slip it on there. Hand start it. Yeah. And now you tighten it up and loosen it. Now you tighten it a little so it's got tension so far. See how now your slipper clutch won't fall apart anymore? So now you got tension like that. So now, you're going to try putting this thing back in. And if you can see, if you know, there's like where your drive shaft goes. You're basically going to take off that cover and adjust it so your car will not try to do a wheelie. If you have it too tight, it's going to start doing wheelies. If you don't have it tight enough and it's too loose, it'll strip out your gear. Same if it's too tight. So now, let me tighten this up a little. Okay. So now you put this little gear piece back on, like so. So now you got your clutch. And now you have your clutch. Like so. Your brand new clutch. Instead of having it like that, which you don't want. So, now we take your car, like so. You take your car, take your bottom half, and then your front half of the car. So basically, you're going to stick your drive shaft back in there. And also, that may happen when you take out your slipper clutch, is that little bearing right there may stick into that like little corky piece right there. You just pull it off and it should just slide back off and just pop it back in. So yeah. Okay, now we're gonna put back in our drive shaft. And if you don't have that bearing in there, it will ruin your drive shaft. Like almost happened to mine, which was pretty bad. You can ask many of people I've raced with, or raced my car against. It's like one of the stories I've told. Like, and now you gotta kind of wiggle it in there so it will stick in. So now you got it in there, like so. If you get your front wheels to move, you're good, like so. Okay. Okay, so now you're gonna take the back half of your car now, and now you're gonna slide it in there, and then on the back. Also, one thing to get off the back, you gotta take out the two bolts up there, and then you gotta take 2 bolts out on the bottom. Okay? Okay. Then you gotta try getting that bumper in there as much as possible. And if you have a 4-wheel drive car, you gotta make sure you line up a little thing in there, which I'm pretty good at doing. So, but if you can get some of your wheels to move, that means you're good. I'll be back. Right back with you guys. Okay, I'm back. So, I just started trying to put this one bolt in. Okay, second bolt. So, then after you put all 4 of these bolts back in, you will adjust the little motor gear so it will line up with your, spur gear. If you don't have that lined up, that's not good. It will strip your gear back out again if you don't have it lined up perfectly. My battery should be done in a couple of minutes. But I will run right now to save time from breaking it, maybe, if I do. I am going to try the 2S lipo. So, I will see you guys after I am... Wait, never mind, actually. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Okay, guys? Oh, yeah. And to direct you to some really good channels, guys, go to Jimmy52 and Brown Cow 5200. And if you guys start to subscribe and hit that like button, I will save up some of my money to buy the new rustler. Okay? Oh yeah, and this winter, me and my friend, we're gonna start doing some plowing with RC on the traxxas Stampedes once I get mine fixed. That will be in another video we will do some other time. But I am just about finished putting these bolts back in. So, almost done. Okay. Okay. Now, your car is back together. For right now, basically set your car on the ground and see if it can just roll by pushing it. If it can't, that's not good. And make sure your center drive shaft is moving. And make sure that center drive shaft moves when you roll. If it doesn't, your car's not, your slipper clutch is not into the drive shaft. And that will not be good, because you will not get any power to your front wheels when you drive, if you have four-wheel drive. I don't know about two-wheel drive, if you guys are asking, because I do not have a two-wheel drive car yet. I've stuck with four-wheel drive, so I can do like plowing, drag races. Yeah, I've done drag races with my car. And I haven't got a two-wheel drive. Okay, so now you will line up that little bolt with that spur gear. To line it up, if there's a little bolt right there, if you can see it, there's a little bolt on that little hex thing. It's a little Allen wrench. One, take your Allen wrench, loosen it up, and then just slide it over with so it matches with your spur gear. Also, another thing, when you put your engine back down, you want to make sure your spur gear is lined up with that gray thing. So now, basically, give it a nice big old tappy tap. And then basically plug it back, and then you just basically tighten up that engine bolt right there. And then basically you will put a little cover back on there, which mine is off right now. Okay, so that's good. Capiche, go. Oh, here it is. So basically you're going to have a little cover that you can pop off. It's called a dirt cover, I'm pretty sure. I am not sure, so don't follow my words on that one. But I don't know, so. So now you basically put this little cover back on there, and make sure it will cover up your whole spur gear so you don't get dirt in there. Kind of the whole object of that thing. So, now we will put this bolt back on, and I will then possibly meet next time. I'll probably see you guys is outside. Just stay tuned. Next time I see you guys, we'll be back outside. We'll be outside. Okay, guys, now we are back. Okay, now we are outside with this ladder. Now we're gonna make sure this thing is ready to run now. So. Just put your foot up. Just basically, you're gonna try gassing it, and when you take off, if it does a wheelie, that's not good. Bye guys. Thank you for watching. Bye guys. Thank you for watching. Don't smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys.